lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Oh, goodbye, left me with eyes that cry. How can I get along without you? You took a part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Goodbye, left me with eyes that cry. Baby, how can I make it without you? You take that part that used to be my heart, so why not take all of me?
Well, good evening, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We are thrilled to invite you to a special concert as part of our North Texas Giving Day campaign. Today we present Jazz and Generosity Live Celebration. We want to thank everyone who is joining us here in the loft tonight, and especially all of those who are joining with us online. Today is North Texas Giving Day, and we are excited to announce that we reached our goal at 2 p.m. today and have raised over $3,000. So tonight, this is our chance to thank you and let you experience the music you made possible. If you would still like to donate, please use the QR code that is on your screen and help us continue to bring jazz to the community. We opened our concert with a great jazz standard, All of Me, sung by our vocalist Arthur Latta, and we're going to continue to perform tonight several pieces, as well as you hear me all the time. I'm Kathy Burnell, but I wanted you to give an opportunity to hear our members talk to you about exactly what we do and how this band means to them. So our next piece is Autumn Leaves, and it's going to be soloist Michael Dawson on tenor saxophone and Rudy Salazar on trumpet. You have it? Yeah. Okay. Follow along with me. 1, 2, 3. saxophone player drives from Red Oak, and he has not gotten here. So in the meantime, we want to thank our second alto, Danny Blackshear, for filling in on lead alto, and we forgot our pianist, and that is Miss Kathy Kursowski on the solo section. Like I said, I want to give them an opportunity, our band members. They all have volunteered to be in this organization and give up many hours to be part of this organization. And it's great that we have adopted these two missions of not only to give concerts in the community, but also to be able to raise money throughout the year, to be able to give scholarships to high school seniors. And as of right now, we have given over $35,000 in high school scholarships. So our first member, who is going to tell you about our band and what he has experienced since he's been a member, is our lead trombone player. He himself is also a band director. So, and he and I have known each other for a very long time. Here is Manny Guerrero.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Manny Guerrero. I'm one of the trombone players in this group, and I have a couple of reasons that I love this group very much, especially since I am an educator of 23 years. It gives me the opportunity to keep playing and mastering my craft. But most of all, like Kathy had said, that the biggest thing are the missions that we have. The first one is to provide opportunity for people to get to listen to big band jazz. We're lucky to be in an area where there are a lot of big bands in the area, from Dallas to Denton, all the way south to Gainesville, all the way down south to the Alvarado area. Then we have groups that play all over the place, and we have great jazz musicians, and that's what we have in this group. So that's the biggest thing, is the opportunity to play, the opportunity to work with these different people. We have people from composers that are internationally renowned at what they do. We have people that just work your everyday 9-to-5 job. We have students that are working the grind of waiting tables and then going to school full time. People that work in offices, so all over the place. And I think that's really means a lot to me, because it shows about our community, a lot about our community, especially the jazz community. And also, because of that community, as Kathy said, that we have a couple people missing in the trombone section, but we have two gentlemen that I've played with before, and they're filling in, and that's because they're part of our community, so our jazz community. So we all work together, we all fill in for each other. So I think that's the biggest thing, is that it's not just a family here, we're a family amongst a big community. And speaking of opportunity, the opportunity for people to come back and play, students that Kathy will never turn anyone, we will never turn anyone away that wants the opportunity to play. So that's a big thing, and especially our seniors that audition for the scholarship fund, and that's a great thing. So that gives a lot of opportunity, and that's a big part of our mission. Also for people, again, to listen to free concerts. And then the last one is the scholarships. I mean, that's the thing, provide those scholarships for students to inspire them. In fact, happy to say we've changed some minds. Some students have tried to go to school for business administration or anything like that with a different degree, but as soon as they get the scholarship in their hands, they realize how big of a deal it is, and that's really cool to see a lot of them change their major to being a music ed major or music performance. So that's a testament to what Kathy has started. So thank you very much for being here tonight, and thank you for helping us reach our goal.
And just like Manny said, this past year for our scholarship winners, it was our first year ever since we have been giving scholarships that all 5 of our recipients are actually right now majoring in music. Many of them come back and join us, and we are excited about that. We have one right now that was a winner last year, who will be playing with the UTA Jazz Band at Levitt's in Arlington on the 28th. So go out and hear them and support them. Our next song, we're going to bring Arthur back up, and we're going to do another great jazz standard, and it's called Blue Skies.
so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love. My, how they fly. The days all of them gone. Nothing but blue sky. I never saw the sun shining so bright. I never saw the face going so bright. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love. My, how they fly. Good days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies. Blue skies. Blue
Some of the things that we do as part of this band, besides the scholarship program, is we just recently did a 2-hour concert for the Eastside Ministries, who is this side of town. Eastside Fort Worth has a huge homeless community, and Eastside Ministries does so much for them. And they right now also are raising money on North Texas Giving Day, but we helped them raise thousands of dollars that night to help them do more for the homeless. We also are going to be doing a concert on November 9th in Haltom at the Northeast Tarrant Fall Festival, and then we also do our Christmas concert. Come out to our Christmas concert, McClung Middle School, where actually we started this band in McClung Middle School Band Hall. We will be doing a concert on December 19th there at McClung Middle School. Please join us. It's a free concert, and we would love to have you. We also want to take this time. This is the loft, and it belongs to the Meadowbrook Poly United Methodist Church, and we could not be as successful as we are without the partnership we have with Meadowbrook Poly United Methodist Church. So we want to take that time to thank them for all that they do for us and allowing us to have this great room to worship every Tuesday night. We have an opportunity to not just only play jazz, but to play popular music, patriotic music, blues, jazz, country. We do a little bit of everything. So this is not a big band song, but it's very recognizable, and it's a fun tune. And this is Cool from West Side Story. It's so different doing a live stream. I know a lot of people get used to it, and they see, but we're always used to doing it in front of an audience. But we thank everybody that's joining us here today in the loft. For you that have just joined us, we want to say welcome. We're excited to announce that we reached our goal at 2 p.m. today and have raised over $3,000. But if you would still like to donate, please use the QR code that you'll see on your screen and help us continue to bring jazz to the community. Donations are accepted until midnight tonight. So we could greatly and definitely could use your help, and we appreciate that. Another thing that we do in the spring is we hold our biggest scholarship fundraiser, which is our Big Band Dance. And it's always in April. It used to always be the first weekend, but Easter comes early this year, so it'll be the second Saturday in April. And it is a great event where you will buy your tickets, you have a full meal, you get dessert, you have access to great silent auction items as well as door prizes. So please like us on Facebook and keep up with our schedule so you'll see when that is, and the ticket sales will be going on sale very shortly. And you can also visit us on our website at www.efwcjb.com. We're going to let another member talk to you about what the band is doing, and it is Lori actually is married to Danny, and the couple has been with us for before they were married. So they've gotten married since they've been it, and Lori's been around and been a member for a while, and we thank them so much. They're always there lending a hand, ready to volunteer whenever we need it. And Lori is also our secretary. So here's Lori Blackshear.
When Kathy asked for volunteers to speak, I didn't have to try to come up with something to say about how important this band is to me and why. I had to figure out what all I could weed out to not talk for the entire hour. I cannot say enough. I was a music major in college. Life got in the way. I had children, I had a career, and I didn't play for almost 20 years. And they welcomed me in at the far end, quiet in the corner, trying to get some chops back up. That was, 8 years ago now, I think, maybe 9, not sure which. And since we've been here, the ability to be a part of providing scholarships. Quick little story. I grew up in this area, in this region. I started out as a violin player. I wanted to play in the Fort Worth Youth Orchestra. And I auditioned, and I got the audition, but there's an expense associated with that. And there was a woman whose name I don't know, it was never given to me, who scholarshiped me because my family couldn't afford for me to be able to participate in that. And I asked over and over again, they sponsored me every single year I participated in that program. And I asked over and over, how can I repay them? Could I meet them? I wanted to do something. And they sent me a letter. They didn't want to be known, but they said, please just pay it forward someday when you can. And so I've put a couple of kids through that program. And now I also get to participate with this group as often as possible and play the jazz music that I love. It's like therapy for me. And honor that commitment to keep paying it back, to keep getting kids the opportunity to play. When we play at things like the Parade of Lights, and there are kids on the side, and you can see the look in their eyes, the one that the first time seeing live music played changes their life forever. I bet some of these guys experience that. They remember the first time they saw live music played, and it flipped a switch in them immediately. I remember being that kid, and you can see it in their eyes. It's not even every time you play it that you see one, but when you see one flip that switch, and it changes everything. So thank you for your support. And thank you for continuing to provide the ability for us to do this for our community.
Speaking of Parade of Lights, that gentleman sitting right back there on bass, he saw us in Parade of Lights and then joined us. Yeah, Chris Hasty. He said, that's where I saw you. I saw you all marching, rolling, not marching, rolling down the street. And let me tell you about our Parade of Lights. We, of course, cannot march in the parade. So we literally get up Sunday morning and we start building our float from scratch, and all of these guys come, and it ends up being a beautiful float. And we have won an award every single year. We'd always would love to win the music award, but I think our float is better than what we sound, I guess, because we keep getting the craftsmanship awards and the float awards. But please, yes, if you see us, well, that is also live on Channel 21. So tune in. That's the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and we will be in there. Hopefully, we haven't gotten our acceptance letter, but hopefully we'll be there, and you'll be able to see us. All right, we're going to bring Arthur back up, and I want to recognize somebody I forgot in the last song. And cool, our trumpet soloist was Mr. Brian Arredondo. And this song right here, Day of Wine and Roses, we're going to have Arthur, and our soloist will be Michael Dawson on tenor saxophone. Here is Days of Wine and Roses.
Toward a closing door, door marked evermore. That wasn't there before. Night disclosed. Filled with memories filled with memories of the smiles that introduced me to the days of wine and roses.
The other great thing we do in the spring is we have a jazz festival. This will be our 4th annual jazz festival. Again, it is held at Gene McClung Middle School that has a great facility. It allows us to have a room for the warm-up, then they go on stage in a really, really well-built auditorium for their competition. And then they can go to the band hall where they get a clinic, and we hire 2 judges to judge it and 2 directors to be our clinicians. And we're honored to be able to have judges and clinicians from all over the DFW area. And last year we had 20 bands competing, and it is always a competition that everybody fights to get into, and that is fantastic. If we can ever find a place that we can house 2 competitions. I know when I was at Eastern Hills, which we resurrected this competition from Eastern Hills, we had 44 bands going to that competition because we had 2 performance halls. So one day we'll be able to do that because there is such a need, and it's so wonderful that we have so many jazz programs in the DFW area and so many talented young musicians who have this love for jazz music, like all of these people that are behind us who have all experienced jazz band in their younger days and has continued. My brother Ken is a doctor, and he's always had this thing that if you know how to play an instrument, that is a talent you never ever want to lose. And he is in his 60s and still, even though he's busy as a doctor, still plays cello and still plays clarinet in the community band. So write us, ask us if we have some space. We always need subs. So if you want to come and join us, of course, we're always going to welcome you. We want to recognize that we've had a young gentleman joining us. We have an outstanding rhythm section over here, and yes, one of the best in DFW, and we are able to have open mic night the first Thursday of every month, and we will be having one on October 2nd, so please come and join us for October 2nd. Bring your instrument, bring your voice, bring your music, and we just have a great time. We met this gentleman through this, and he has not only come to open mic night, but he joined us on our Eastside Ministries concert, and he is joining us again tonight, and we want to welcome Will Kimmel back here. He is a senior at Eaton High School, and so that makes us very happy, guys. That's what we're all here. We love to be able to continue to give this wonderful world of jazz to the younger generation. So we are going to do another one. Remember I told you we do a little bit of everything, so we're gonna speed it up here and liven up the room. If you feel the need to get up and dance, please by all means join us. And here we go with Footloose. Here we go. Well, hopefully we had some head nodding and some toe tapping at the home today. We want to, well, because we've been looking at the chat, Mr. G, I think you're about the only Mr. G anyway. We've had, they wanted to make sure that you knew Milan and Nicholas.
Oh, yeah.
And Nicholas said, hello, Mr. G, there we go. All right, we wanted to make sure we gave them some recognition. They're joining us tonight. So we want to thank them very, very, very much. All right, so we're going to have another person, and this one is one of those where we would call silent servants. I mean, he's dedicated, he's loyal, he's always done so much for us, and is always there when we need him, and we can depend on him, and we're so glad that he's going to come and talk about the band. And our next speaker is our trumpet player, and that's Mr. Cameron Miller.
Well, good evening, and thank you very much for supporting the band. My name's Cameron Miller. I play the trumpet and the flugelhorn with East Fort Worth Community Jazz Band. Now, you can probably tell from my accent already, I'm not from Fort Worth. In fact, I was born in Edinburgh, the capital city of Scotland. I grew up there. I learned to play the descant recorder at the age of 6, and 4 years later I was introduced to the B-flat orchestral trumpet. That was a few years ago now. I've been playing the trumpet ever since. I became a member of my high school band, and then an orchestra, concert band, brass chamber group, jazz band, and stage band. And in the stage band I played with an adult Gilbert and Selwyn troupe of actors. We toured around Scotland, England, and parts of Western Europe. Following graduation from the medical faculty at the University of Glasgow, I became an assistant professor with the Medical College in London, England, and then a year later relocated to Fort Worth to join Alcorn Research, which is a large eye care company. While there, I was asked to become a founder member of the Alcorn Jazz Band, which is now Maxwell Hall Jazz Band, so I joined that in 2008. And I also became a US citizen that year as well. Thank you. In 2013, I joined Texas College of Osteopathic Medicine, and I'm an assistant professor and eye researcher there now. So I joined East Fort Worth Community Jazz Band 3 years ago in 2022. So in that time, in terms of its musicianship, the band has gone from strength to strength, and it continues to improve. And that's all due to the efforts of our band director, Kathy Bernal. Without Kathy, we wouldn't be but a shadow of what we are. Now, not only have I thoroughly enjoyed my experiences with this band over the last 3 years, but the opportunity for regular practice and being around better players than myself has in turn made me a better player. The band has also contributed scholarship funds to a number of promising students over the years, and we've worked hard to provide quality musical entertainment to various communities in and around Fort Worth, which has been thoroughly enjoyable. I've really loved doing that. So I like to say to myself, I work to live, but I live for music, and my musical outlets are in particular this band, and the other band I'm a member of. During the last 3 years, I've personally seen several new members join the band, which has also been a very rewarding experience. So I'd just like to say thank you for your attention and being with us tonight and supporting us, and enjoy the concert.
I want to take this time, over the 10 years, I know some of you will understand this, that it's kind of hard to let stuff go and try to delegate and do stuff that you say, oh, I should have done it, I can do it a little bit better. But this year, this was never a successful fundraiser for us. We did well, but we never did ever reach our goal. But I want to thank Lori Blackshear, who's worked endlessly with trying to get all the emails out and putting them in so we could do email blasts. So if you want to be added to our mailing list, please email us or message us on Facebook, and we will add you to our mailing list, because every time there's a concert, she'll do an email blast. But we also want to thank Hannah Assay, who is one of our newer members, And she has taken on the task of being head of North Texas Giving Day and wrote some wonderful letters and did a wonderful job in getting this. And like I said, first year ever that we have reached our goal. And actually, we've never asked for $3,000. That has never been our goal. So not only did we reach it, but we exceeded it. And we cannot not only thank you, but we want to tell you that without you, we will not be here either. We can work as hard as we want to, but it takes the public to be able to get us to be able to go out and do concerts. And we thank everybody that comes to our concerts, and we hope that we are providing a quality musical experience for you every time you come. Again, if you do want to still donate, there's a QR code at the bottom of the screen, and you can use that QR code to donate, and we would appreciate it. Our last song, and it is our last song, we're going to close the concert with a blues that was recorded by Robert Johnson in 1936 at the Gunther Hotel in San Antonio. If you've ever been to San Antonio, it's one of the historic hotels that is still there. It went on to be the anthem for the city of Chicago, featured in the film Blues Brothers, sung by Barack Obama in the East Room of the White House, and inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2014. Thank you so much for your support and your generosity. We hope to see you at our next concert. Here is Arthur and the band with Sweet Home Chicago. Yes. So we're going to do that. One, two,
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Howdy, hey, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Well, 1 and 1 is 2, 6 and 2
Thank you so much for all your support. We hope we see you at the next concert. Good night. Thank you.